Good morning, Lone Ranchers. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. Sorry we couldn't get to you yesterday, but we hit a monsoon here. It was a good hour of just torrential downpours, and we got caught in it. So we were soaked. The horses were not. They were very happy munching away on their dinners. Even Solomon, who normally bebops out when it's raining because the enclosure that he has access to is so loud when it rains, he stayed in his and only came out when we went down to feed him. But yeah, it was thunder, it was lightning, yeah, it was a whole thing. So I just thought I'd jump on this morning and let you know how everybody is doing. So Pumpkin is doing really well. She had some visitors this week that she thoroughly enjoyed. There were actually some kids in the group, and at one point the kids were all huddled in a circle talking, and she moseyed on over in between them, and it was like, what you guys talking about? And it was super cute, and she loved all of the attention and soaked it all up, and was just an absolute sweetheart. It just goes to prove even more what a little pumpkin she is, because she is an absolute gem that somebody is going to be very, very lucky to bring into their family. She, of course, before people came to visit, she did end up scraping her bum, which is now healed. But the day before that these people came, of course, she must have like rolled on a rock or something and scraped up her bum. But we red lighted her, and she was fine, and she is healing very, very nicely. But other than that, same old with Pumpkies. Nothing really rocks her. We are hoping in the next little bit to move Solomon up here. He is out of his quarantine protocols, meaning that we don't have to be as restrictive when we're dealing with him. We were changing out our boots. We were washing our hands. We were doing all kinds of things to make sure that these guys didn't come in contact with anything that he might be carrying. But he's not. He's been here now over 30 days, and he doesn't have a fever. He doesn't have nasal discharge. So he is good to go. The only thing that we are waiting on are his egg counts, because he was very, very wormy. So we did one round, and I have to talk to Dr. Lauren, but I'm pretty sure that she's going to want another fecal sample. And then once it's determined how he is with that, what his egg count is, hopefully then he can come up to Pumpky, which means then the boys can go out on the back. I don't know how she's going to react pretty much being by herself over here. So I'm holding off on that. Plus this week is, or this upcoming week, I should say, next Friday is July 4th. And I haven't heard if people are going to be having fireworks around us. So that's gonna play a part in it too. So lots of moving parts, but we'll figure it out. So that is how Pumpky's doing. Let's go see how the boys are doing. Charlie and Abers are they were having a grooming session. Then they heard me talking and stopped. So these guys have been doing fairly well. It was really, really, really ridiculously hot earlier this week. Monday and Tuesday were in the 90s with high humidity, and these guys did really well. So did Solomon. It took a bit of convincing with Solomon to get him watered down. I went back to, excuse me while I limbo, guys. I went back old school, and what I used to do with Barney, because Barney did not like the hose, I took a towel and washed him down that way. It took about an hour for him to get accustomed to the towel so that he didn't think that the towel was going to harm him. But once he got it figured out, he was very good with it. And then, so that was on Monday. And then Tuesday, we did it again, and he was much more comfortable. It only took about 5 minutes for him to figure that out. So as you can see, Abe and Charlie are mutually grooming each other. I think it's so funny how one goes in one spot and then the other one goes in the exact spot on them. So AB today, AB this week, we started on some new medication. His heaves have not gotten any better with what we were doing. So it is a, it's essentially, excuse me. Sorry about that. It's essentially a steroid to help him. It's also to help him lose some weight too, and help him with his breathing. I've noticed he's not coughing as much. It is a liquid that we were trying to squirt in his mouth. If you don't know Abe, he is very opinionated. He has certain things that he will and will not allow. He was very good with taking his medication for the first few days. It has to be done every 12 hours. So he was very good for the first little bit, and then he just said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. The big issue with him is that he doesn't like his head constrained. So he fought it, and I just got to the point that I'm like, okay, we need to come up with something else, because he is very, very smart, and I didn't want him to correlate being handled with something that he's not going to like. That's not going to serve us very well. So I changed things up, and I put his medication in a treat that he loves, and it works very, very well. He is an amazing eater, and he gobbles everything up. So we are good to go with that. You know, you sometimes have to readjust when things don't go the way that you want them to. So, and he always keeps us on our toes. We always have to come up with unique ways of doing things, just because of what his because of his personality. You guys are just being love bugs today, aren't you? All right, let's go to Lulu. And if this weather ever breaks, we're going to be able to get a machine in here and actually scrape all this out. So then I will stop having to do that. I won't have as hard of a time doing it by hand as I do. So Lulu is doing well. He absolutely looks gorgeous. He handled the heat very, very well, which I'm thrilled about. Even though it was very, very hot in the new enclosure, the addition, the wind just wasn't coming through it like it normally does. And but he did very well. Right, buddy? And he's eating well and drinking well. Sorry, I'm just looking at something on him. It's just me, buddy. The bugs haven't been annoying him as much this year, but we did put EquiSpot on him this week for his second application, and that seems to have helped. I was just checking on a welt that he has. In previous years, the EquiSpot has caused welts on him, but that's not where I put the EquiSpot on. So it's just something else. Other than that, he, like everybody else, is just waiting to go on the back pasture. And oh, I know, his knee pads came in. So probably tomorrow I will put those on and see how he does with that. We're just going to have them on during the day, and then at night we will take them off. Actually, I might even try putting them on today. I have a little time before I have a meeting today. But what do you think, buddy boy? But he does look really, really good. I'm super happy with the way that he looks right now. He dropped some weight, but he's put it on like gangbusters. So, yeah. So he's a happy-go-lucky guy. He's moving around well. He was out bucking and playing the other day. So, yeah, so fortunately, the heat has not been wreaking havoc on him like it has in the past. So we're thrilled about that. This upcoming week, not a lot is going on, fortunately, with the holiday and everything. We will take precautions with them and check with neighbors and such to make sure that fireworks aren't going to be close to us. As long as they're far away, they don't mind. But when our immediate neighbor has fireworks that sound like cannons going off, that gets them riled up. So other than that, we are just going to take it easy and hope not have any craziness. But that's it, Ronchar Ranchers. I just wanted to come on and let everybody know what was going on. And I will talk to everyone next week. Be well, Ronchar Ranchers.